This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy mad, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pod.
Oh, I finally got the recording thing that said recording in progress.
I just heard her.
Wow, that's the first time
was...
I've ever heard her booming voice. She sounds like a robot.
I hated that. She's a slut.
It was very dystopian.
She's coming for Kevin's heart, that's for sure.
Recording in process.
I know, like, first of all,
coming
who
here
asked
to
you?
watch you. Yeah, it was a little snotty.
It was totally snotty. I mean, is this our internalized misogyny or what?
It is.
It is. It really is. What happened?
It's a woman in
a
place of power now is opening the curtains slightly.
Oh. Let the neighbors peek in.
Peek it on in. Look at me when I'm just sitting here drinking coffee in the afternoon.
Oop-a-bami.
Oop-a-bami. I'm not sure what that means.
No, me neither. It was just sort of like an exclamation. Like it was like it's like a whoopa and like a whoopa, like a Greek sort of scenario, but also like I don't know, just some gibberish thrown in there as well to spice it up.
It's everything thrown into one.
Yeah, it just gives it a certain je ne sais quoi. And
it's what happens when you throw plates on the floor at your restaurant.
I just got your images.
Hello, my name is Zoe Clark, and I just got some images Julia sent 4 years ago, maybe.
And I'm Julia Davidovich, and 4 years ago today, I went on an absolute texting spree, and I sent so many things about a bad boy update that's forthcoming. So stay tuned.
I'm an imperfect man.
It has nothing to do with Chris Harrison, but it is certainly about an imperfect man. I'll say that.
Well, I mean, extremely early TV talk, but isn't there a new season of Batchy
talk
coming up in June?
There's a new season of Batchy coming up in June, but
who's hosting?
I actually don't know who's hosting, but I do know some goss.
Spill the goss immediately. Immediately.
You're so horny for this Bachelor goss. Okay, so the person you didn't watch Matt's season, but there's 2 bachelorettes came out of last season. One who is white and named Katie, and she's going first, and one who is black and named Michelle, and she's going second. I don't know why they're doing it that way. I'm very confused. I'm lost on how they're going to do this. Is it going to be 2 bachelorette seasons, then a bachelor season? Is it going to still be bachelor? Like, I don't know why they casted 2, unless there's some sort of mid-season twist.
That's very weird.
So Katie's, who's the next bachelorette, her advertising and her promo shoots are like notably whack. They're like bare. They look like shit. Like, no money going into these things at all. And the rumor is that Katie, who's like, you know, she thinks herself a woke woman, was like, I'm not going to be bachelorette if Chris Harrison comes back. And now production, and then like future bachelorettes and bachelors and Bachelor in Paradise contestants said the same thing. Like, we're not going to do it if Chris Harrison comes back. So,
oh my God.
The producers really hated Katie. Yeah, they really have. So the producers really hated Katie because their best friend Chris Harrison wasn't going to be able to come back and be racist on extra television. Whatever, it doesn't matter. No, it does. I didn't say that. But so they retaliated and they're giving her like a shitty ass season, basically.
I mean, all of that is so confusing. They're not like marketing them as the white and the black bachelors, are they?
No,
or is this just a distinction they're just like?
That's just yes, it's just a distinction, because I think it was like there were so many amazing women of color on the season, and then they chose Katie, who's fine and like cool, but she's not extraordinary. But then it made no sense. I don't know how they make decisions, but it should be banned from this globe.
God. I mean, maybe they should just take a year off.
I mean, I think they should. I think they need a break.
They make a lot of weird decisions. I think they just need
Yeah.
to take like a year and just like focus on a way to make it as good as like Are You the One was that one season where they made it.
Yeah. Well,
queer.
there is a queer bachelorette happening in Australia, and it's going to be men and women. I mean, men and women dating her. So it's their first bisexual season. It's like Tila Tequila did this so many years ago.
It's true. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think she's with anyone, and she's
but like,
super religious now.
But could you drop a Jesus Christ and his wife always win? Because now I must hear it. I forgot we had the like Calypso remix.
Okay. Oh boy, it's good though.
It is good. It is a good remix. Ooh, what just happened? Oh, someone's got to take a pillia. Oh, okay, that must be your bad boy.
It is my bad boy too. Oh my God.
Okay, well, let's move into Bad Boy on the Block then. I mean, that was like serendipity. They're like, bring, it's time.
I know. Here I am putting it on a coffee stomach. Jesus Christ and his wife always win.
That's an underrated drop.
You're right. Should I do it more? Email Diane.
Email Diane. I know you won't, but think about emailing Diane about it.
Consider it.
Consider
what
emailing
she may
Diane
send
about
back
that
to
drop. Yeah, she could send back. I mean, Google Images is her oyster.
Oh, she loves Beanie Babies, and she will send you a picture of one attached to the email, not even in the body of the email. You have to download it.
If she can find an and you know she loves an American Greetings e-card, or mayhaps even a Blue Mountain.
What's the other one? Like 1, 2, 3 greeting?
1, 2, 3 greeting is her homepage, baby.
That's George's favorite. Oh man, we're about to line up for our like 14 exchanges in June. I get one for my birthday. Mm-hmm. He gets one for his birthday. There's Father's Day as well, and he'll also send thank you cards when he receives one. Rub it in. So, I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
this is actually my plight of hell.
Mentioning fathers is super bad. No, but that's fine. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten an American Greetings e-card in a while, and I'm a little upset. So you should email an e-card to Diane@badboypod.com because I need one. It's been too long.
Starving. I guess your mom doesn't send them to you. I mean, not that mine does. I really hate receiving them. And then it takes me to a second location, and then there's music playing.
Yeah, and the music is never good. And the animation always is not that impressive. Like, the animation should be better, but it's never good.
I will say it definitely reminds me to send my dad a card because it literally has my email, and it will nonstop email me. It loves to email me. This was really also a week of unsubscribing to shit on my email. I was like, oh
yeah, I have one of those days every once in a while where I'm like, why is this fucking promotions folder chock full of bullshit? And I go through and I unsubscribe to a bunch of shit, and then I swear it doesn't even work.
It never actually works.
It never works.
Usually when I'm having a busy week and I'm like, oh, and my email's flooded with garbage, time to take a fucking chainsaw to it.
You must pull out a chainsaw. But what I think is the real killer is like, if let's say you donate to a political campaign once.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, never do it.
And his wife always literally, but never do it.
Literally never do it. Never do it.
It's like, how do they give your email to 17 different fringe campaigns out there?
Exactly. It's a complete fringe-a-palooza in my fucking inbox.
See what Ted Cruz said in front of his house. It's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
And it's all like, this is an email from Bill Stanley. And I'm like, I don't know I don't know Bill Stanley. I don't know Marsha Dennison or whatever. Like, I just made those two names up, but like, I don't, how did they get my fucking email? And then like, if I unsubscribe to Marsha Dennison, there's going to be like a Todd Banana Peel popping up next week, and I have to unsubscribe to him. It's a constant fucking disaster.
I'm basically Ted Cruz.
Wow.
That's a deep fake.
Not really. Bringing back some
deep
fakes. Anyway,
But yeah,
sorry
no,
about that.
I don't know. I just don't. I guess I know how Gavin Newsom got my email, but at the same time, I don't
Ugh.
want to get emails from Gavin Newsom. Leave me
I never
alone.
signed up for your bullshit, Gavin. This is too
Never
much.
signed up for it.
Okay, do your bad
Ugh.
boy though.
Okay. Well, definitely had one of those moments where I was like, "Oh, I feel less fresh down there. What's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fruity yooty, baby.
Oh, beautiful. My favorite cereal. That sucks.
So bad boy, yeah, bad boy pussy disease.
Did you know? Were you like this is a fruity yooty, or were you like maybe this is a yeasty beastie boy?
I mean, I definitely thought maybe, but like, I mean, won't get into details. But
Yeah.
I took all my concerns to Kaiser Permanente urgent care.
I'm sure.
Immediately following brunch because I was like, I'm still not feeling okay. I'm gonna go have a fun trip to the hospital on the weekend.
Dream brunch.
Did the eggs and fucking getting someone to stick their finger in your pussy is the best.
Delicioso. Did the antibiotics clear that puppy right up?
They just started working because I went yesterday. So like I'm really in the midst of it. But I definitely got an email from her this morning being like, yep, pretty sure it's a UTI. So yeah, we just got the results back on everything else, and everything else looks fine.
I mean,
so hope your pills are working. The way she said it, it was really funny. I don't know. It was
she like, this is one of the worst ones I've ever seen? Was that the
No,
vibe?
No, because it's actually quite mild.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought it could be something else. And I was like, maybe I should wait a day. I was like, no,
because then it's going to spread to your kidney or whatever.
And you'll find me like passed out in the closet.
Yeah, you can't trust a fruity yooty. They'll do crazy things. Well, I'm sorry. That really fucking sucks.
Whatever. I'm alive. I'm literally fine.
It
really
sucks.
isn't a bad one.
Well, Mazel Tov, I don't understand. You should be able to piss into a cup and it tell you if you have a UTI or a yeasty beastie boy at home.
I mean, that, and like, I guess because she wanted to make sure, and whatever, bless their hearts for that. Thank you, Kaiser, for trying to really go for the full thing.
Very, very thorough.
I mean, it was really funny. She was really narrating everything. She was like, I'm about to do this. She was warning me about the gel she was splooshing on me. And then she warned me before she cranked me in. Very sweet, but she sounds really like, nice. She told me my fluids looked fine. I was like, that's nice. That's so nice of you to say.
That's amazing.
I mean, it puts me at ease that it's not what'd you call it? A yeasty beastie?
Boy.
Yeasty beastie boy. Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeasty boys on Instagram, or have you been to their trucky poo?
I have not been to their trucky poo, but now the only thing I'm going to be able to think about every time I see their trucky poo, it's a bagel truck, by the way. It's called Yeasty Boys, but now the only thing I'll be able to think of is Yeasty Beastie Boy.
Oh, great. And they're just getting a new truck in the neighborhood, so can't wait to go there and eat a fucking bagel, baby.
You're going to gobble that hole right up.
I'm going to gobble that bitch.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, wait, one last thing about bagels while we're
talking
about it, even though I brought it up.
No, yeah, please.
Here's the thing. I really just want to try their blueberry bagel. What is it? It's like here's the thing. I know. And this is the shit because it's like I can go buy what? I don't want to buy 6 of these bagels somewhere else and then make it with like peanut butter and jelly. Have you had a
blueberry bagel?
No.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I mean, like you may think that you may think I would hate them, but I actually don't.
With cream cheese?
Yeah, I actually like cream cheese. Okay. I like bagels and cream cheese. It's fine.
Oh my God.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
Jeffrey Toobin?
I know. I mean, OJ would be shocked to hear it, but I like cream cheese.
I do love the combination of cream cheese and jelly. That would be very nice on a blueberry bagel.
Well, I feel like cinnamon raisin, and I like a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese as well. But when I'm getting a bagel, I almost always opt for an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese. Although, like, thinking about it now, a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese is sort of deluxe. It's delicious.
Kind of is. Now that I'm an adult, not a picky baby. But but like my favorite is to eat a sesame seed baby and then get like every single sesame seed between my teeth and then not notice for 17 hours. And then
the poppy seeds are the real killers.
Well, yeah. I mean, are they though? It's like sesame seeds just look like plaque.
Yeah. Okay, well, email Diane your thoughts on that. My bad boy on the block is...
Tell us.
This is like definitely first world problems, but whatever, such as me, such as life. Uber Lyft wait times right now are...
I will say, through the roof ski.
Through the roof. Through the roof. I've waited a singular hour twice this week for a car.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cuckoo bananas.
Yeah. A whole throbbing hour. And
throbbing owl.
I'm not trying to be a biatch about it because, like, I understand they're underpaid and this was a pandemic and people got fucked up the dingle, but I'm an impatient beehole.
It's true. It's true. I feel like Uber, even if you're not using it, should be like, hey, you thinking of using Uber tonight? Don't, because our wait times are very long.
Yeah, if
That's
they
my
show
big
up
idea.
at all. Anyway, that's my bad boy right now.
Someone said it costs like something like $50 to get home from downtown to this neighborhood. I know. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah, prices are up the waz, wait times are up the waz. Just walk, honestly. Like, it's too much. So that's my bad boy on the block. Do you have any other bad boys on the block?
No, but roaming, I guess, fine boy is that the neighbor is definitely feeding the squirrels right now.
Fingering girls?
No, feeding squirrels.
Fingering
girls. Good
what if you
Lord.
walked out there and he was singing that song to the squirrels? It's the perfect song to feed squirrels too.
I mean, he's probably annoyed by us at this point because we keep telling him about the squirrel content that we watch and we're just like, saw a new thing. He's just like, yeah, I'm not the squirrel guy. I have facets.
No, he is simply the squirrel guy and you will not be able to prove it otherwise, in my opinion.
Okay, he loves us. I hope he does. I hope he can hear us right now. He's literally like 6 feet away from me.
He can't hear you.
I am really quiet.
You're so quiet. I have to bump up your shit so much. Okay. Bad boy update.
Oh, ugh. Disgusting.
Danny Masterson. Let me read the headline. Danny Masterson update.
Mr. Worcester gal. He's really the worst.
They're all the worst. That's the hard thing. Okay. So a judge found that Danny Masterson must stand trial for 3 rape charges. The Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo, Lady Judge, ordered Masterson to trial on 3 counts of rape by force or fear, charges that could get him up to 45 years in prison.
Yikes.
Wow, 45 years is a throbbing sentence.
That's not enough, but like, I mean, I'm sure I'll die there.
God willing. So, the Diane effect, of course. That's the Danny Masterson update.
Of course. Thank you, Diane, for having this podcast.
You, Diane. Yeah, Diane is the single reason there's any justice in this world.
Yeah, she's basically a detective. She's a detective through the pod.
Oh yeah. Okay, any other bad boy updates or lingering bazoombas or anything like that?
Lingering bazoombas?
I don't know. Maybe you have one. I wouldn't judge you. You have a fruity yooty, a lingering bazoombas next.
I think set up to come here on a perfect week until my big yooty, tutti fruity yooty came along.
Oh, you were about to have a perfect week.
Almost perfect week.
It really got ruined in the worst way.
Perfect week.
Yeah, I mean, I would put this week solidly in the middle as per usual. Something really big has to happen in order for it to be anything other than fine.
You're right. You're really right about that. I mean, say.
God bless my life that the Uber wait times was my bad boy this week. But if your bad boy was worse than that, though. They're very bad. Email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block. We would take a fruity yooty story or a yeasty beastie boy story for sure. Actually, even bacterial vaginosis scadosis story, if that's more your speed.
Listen, I was like, do I want that more, or would I be happy with the fruity yooty? I'm not sure what the best one to get is even. Like, if you have, it should be a poll. I think I'm gonna have to put that kind of poll in the.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, what would you rather have, a fruity yooty or a yeasty beastie boy,
or a BVZ?
Oh, no, but that's a three-way, kind of complicated. I mean, and if you don't have a vajinga and you have a pee-pee, you can just keep your mouth shut for now. Thank you. Let's move on to our bad boy on the block.
It's magic.
He's bad. He's a Mr. Ooh.
Wow.
Sweatsuit Your Flee the country. It's Russell Simmons.
Wow, he really did flee the country.
He really fled, and he picked a beautiful location.
He did,
so
but
Russell
it's like
Simmons.
strategic, clearly.
Yeah, I know. His net worth is $340 million, which is a lot.
You didn't even let me guess. You never let me guess anymore.
I thought you hated guessing.
Who said that?
I don't know. I always thought you hated guessing. Well, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take that away from you.
I think for a while
I thought
we
I
were
was doing you.
Are they vaxxed or not? And then
okay. Yeah. Well, this is honestly a good time because I do not think so.
Honestly, no. Honestly, I guess not.
No. Okay, so he's the co-founder of Def Jam Records. He produced some movies. He had his own fashion line, Fat Farm. And now, I mean, not now, but then he sort of transitioned into being like a yogi wellness type who is like all about veganism and stretching or whatever.
Kind of a Marky Mark Rising.
Sort of a Mark. Well, I mean, I would say that Marky Mark is a Russell Simmons Rising.
You're right. You know,
because like Russell Simmons is so extreme. So he's recently been in the news, which is never a good sign.
No, literally never.
Literally never. So last week, he sued his ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons, for fraud and stealing stocks to pay for her new husband's bail fees. This is like very complicated, but I'm going to try to summarize it to the best of my abilities. Tim Leisner, who is Kimora Lee's new husband, pled guilty in 2018 to money laundering and paid $44 million to avoid jail time. So then Russell Simmons sued them, basically saying, like, you took money out of a joint venture we have, because even though they broke up, Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons still had like businesses together. Never a good thing to do with an ex.
I guess not. I mean, yeah, I feel like you'd probably need to dissolve that shit after the relationships he's
agreed. So he sued them, basically saying you pulled those stocks out to help pay for this guy's bail money, and he's suggesting a trial by jury, which is like there's no reason for that. And Kimora's lawyers then, like a couple days ago, came out and said Kimora and her children are shocked by the extortative harassment coming from her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, who has decided to sue her for shares and dividends of Celsius stock in which Kimora and Tim Leisner invested millions of dollars. This is an ill-advised attempt by Russell to use the legal system to access funds he is no way entitled to, and which his own legal team confirms Russell didn't pay for. So it just sounds like some weird PR stunt. I mean, I'm believing Kimora's lawyers because I just am.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, like, I understand her husband did pay out $44 million, so they're not red as roses over there. But
I think if you're fleeing the country, I mean, I guess early Russell talk, even though we've mentioned it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you can really meddle in your affairs like that anymore. I mean, you're not really meddling in your affairs, but like, give it up. Also, you're obviously a bad person, but like,
yeah, so bad.
I guess.
I mean, like, and what do you? Like, I mean, like, yeah, I know, like early Russell talk. He's literally in Bali. He ran away to Bali, after the sexual assault charges came out against him, in 2018. But because Kimora's lawyers were basically like, so what? You want to come over? You want to come to the U.S. and be on trial over here? Is that what you want? You want to sue them and come to the U.S. and be available to be arrested? Because I don't think that's what you want.
Yeah, that also, like, that's not very smart. So,
I'm very confused by what I'm sure there's some method, but I don't quite get it.
If someone told him to go there, then why would they not tell him to not pursue this or whatever. Who knows? That's so weird. I mean,
Yeah.
how much was it again?
How much was what?
The fees that the
husband?
Kimura's,
44 million.
I mean, damn, that's a lot of fees, but like,
Yeah, it's
that's
a
his
chunky
entire
benefit.
net worth, is it not?
No, Russell's net worth is 340 million.
340. Okay. Oops.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing the 40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a chunky monkey, but yeah, I don't know.
It's a chunky
Dumb
monkey,
to
but yeah,
fight
I
that
mean,
shit.
I don't quite understand, but it seems that like Russell has a lot of investments spread out over multiple different things. And even though he did step down from like being in charge of all of the companies, I don't know. Okay, so then, I mean, this was quite the Wikipedia header. And so we must talk about it. You know, we read a lot of Wikipedia for this pod. But I have to say, Harriet Tubman's sex tape controversy is one of the best headings I've read thus far.
I really didn't expect it. I have no idea what it is. I mean, I looked it up, but I had no idea what it was.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
heard about
remember this
this
at all. Okay, so Russell Simmons put out a sex tape parody on his like YouTube channel that featured an actress who was portraying Harriet Tubman having sex with her slave owner with the intent of using it to blackmail him to work on the Underground Railroad. And people obviously were like, this is really bad. You need to take this down. Like, and he did like a pseudo apology. And I have this quote because I love it. Harriet Tubman outwitting the slave master. I thought it was politically correct.
Oh boy.
So I guess overall, I wouldn't trust him with a YouTube channel is what I'm taking away from this.
Yeah, I mean, that and wow.
Yeah, so it was obviously taken off YouTube, but the article I read, I didn't go looking for it, but the article I read said, but you can find it. So I don't know.
Okay. Certainly not going to go looking for that.
Yeah, I have other things to do with my day.
God, that's so weird. I mean, I guess we'll get into it. And like his rebuttal or whatever, he hasn't obviously.
Oh, okay. So let's
we
move
haven't
in.
talked about anything.
We'll move into that. We'll move into the big kahuna with Russell Simmons, which is the sexual assault category, the disclaimer-rama of it all. Okay, so
Right.
at least 20 women have accused him of assault or rape. He has since moved to Bali, where there's no extradition treaty in the U.S., so he can't be charged. And it started in 2017 when a model accused him of raping her in 1991 when she was 17. And she said that Brett Ratner was there and witnessed the event but didn't intervene. So she sort of accused Russell Simmons and Brett Ratner like at the same time.
And he has no recollection, allegedly.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
So after that first model came out there, basically it was just like a bunch more people came forward. And their allegations ranged from just lewd sexual comments, exposing himself, forced oral sex, and I think there were 6 or 7 women who accused him of rape. And some of them were were 17 or younger at the time, I believe. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, like, he stepped down from all the companies he was working for and stuff. He denies it. He's like, he has said, you know, like, I don't remember having sex with this person. Like, he said stuff like that.
All of them have been consensual, or you know, or he doesn't remember them or whatever. But there have been so many. There's obviously a pattern. It's so clear.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you heard 2, you know, you'd be like, well, clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just, I mean, especially in this one where the victims are predominantly Black.
Right.
It feels very covered up and ignored. And, you know, people come out and say, you know, that they're taking down a Black guy, that the entire Oprah Winfrey like connection with her, like pulling out as executive producer, and just like, what was that entire thing?
That was like here, let me
a
look.
lot of shit.
Yeah, let me look at that.
So, and it's kind of like the what was it, Ti and Tiny?
Yeah, it does have a lot. It does have a hint of that. Where you're right. It's like people don't take the accusers seriously when they're not white women.
Well, he was also accusing Oprah of not what was it, about saying stuff about Michael Jackson and about, I think, R. Kelly, was it?
Mm.
So, and but not Epstein and not any white dudes, and that's his big claim. And not here to confirm or deny that, but it's kind of a interesting statement to make when you're the guilty party.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is the thing about Oprah. So there's a documentary about the allegations against Russell Simmons called On the Record, which premiered at Sundance. Okay, and now it's on HBO Max. Oprah withdrew as an executive producer of the film after having been pressured by Simmons to cancel the release, eventually citing there were inconsistencies in Drew Dixon's story, who's one of the accusers, that gave her pause. Winfrey has also said, however, that she believes the women who have accused Russell Simmons of sexual assault.
Right.
Yeah.
And and that's not because she was ever pressured, is what she's saying. So it's like truly a huge he said, she said, but who can really trust Russell at this point?
Yeah. And there was also around this time, Terry Crews had come forward about the executive who groped him. Do you remember when that happened? Yeah. So apparently Terry Crews accused Russell Simmons of trying to get him to take back his allegations, saying that Crews should give him a pass. So I think like when the news was coming out about Russell Simmons, when like the allegations were first coming up, Terry Crews like posted that as like and he tried to silence me about this assault.
That's really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that's a guilty conscience for sure.
Yeah, it's very, very clear, and he's literally denied every single claim. And he says that he was like being a playboy, and I guess that's what I was going to talk about. I forget what we were talking about earlier, but like that's like, I don't know, that's how he was, that's his big excuse instead of apology. Is that he was kind of a notorious playboy, and this is just what happened. I was
a playboy, and now I'm off to Bali.
Yeah. And now I'm off to Bali because I can't take responsibility for anything.
I mean, yeah. So I don't know what he's coming out with, suing Kimora. Like he's going to come over to the U.S. and fucking stand trial.
I mean, do you think it was smart of Kimora to use that money to pay for that, knowing that he wasn't around, or was this pre him being? Well,
I think Bali? Kimora's lawyers are saying that this wasn't Russell's money at all, and that. I mean, I don't know exactly how their co-ownership of the company works out, but it sounds like what her lawyers were saying was Kimora and Kimora's new husband, Tim, had put money into millions of dollars into this company, and they removed some money in stocks, but that Russell Simmons had put no money into the company. So basically, that being said, I'm sure there is he probably does have legal ground to walk on if it's like, if they co-own the company, I'm sure there's some like agreement where they have to, both agree to money being withdrawn. But it sounds to me like Kimora's lawyers are going with the argument that like this company wasn't Russell's, but I don't know.
Lawyers, baby.
Lawyers. I know everything.
I hope I never have to fucking use one.
Because I've watched 5 seasons of The Good Wife, so I'm practically a lawyer at this point.
I'm practically a lawyer. My name is Zoe Clark.
Classic Zoe Clark, though.
Did you ever own any Fat Farm? It was Ladies Fat Farm too, with that like weird
was it
cat
not
in the middle?
Baby Fat?
Baby Fat. That's the one.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the same. It must be the same.
No,
I didn't. I didn't.
No, definitely not hot enough.
Yeah, definitely did not have the ass. I only wore Delia's and like occasionally like Lomans. Do you know Lomans?
No.
Lomans was like, it was like a nicer Filene's Basement.
No idea what that.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm sorry.
Lomans. I
I'm not
don't really know.
from
It's
here.
like, okay, it's like a department store, but it's sort of like nice. They'll have like free people. It's like they have like free people and
Okay. Got it.
seven for all mankind
Mhm.
and like Joe's Jeans.
A department store.
It's a department store, but it's like mostly really nice fashion. Not really, but like like, I mean, I don't know. It seemed so nice to me as a teenager because it was not limited to, but it probably wasn't that great.
Limited to, I don't know. We just had something called Limited, which I feel like may have been a ripoff.
No,
I don't know.
okay. Limited 2 was like the tween limited that had, like shirts that said give peas a chance on it. And like it's where I got all my little bralettes, like my training bras, as they call them.
Yeah,
training for the big leagues.
we had something like it was called Limited, but it was like, I don't know, clubby shit.
Like Wet Seal.
No,
We're literally
no.
having two separate conversations. Do you know what
I
Wet Seal
know.
is?
Yeah, I do, but we didn't have
That was
it.
my jam.
Okay. I think I have exactly one shirt from Wet Seal that I've had for maybe 20 years.
You
All
still
my
have a
shirts
shirt
are
from
like,
Wet Seal?
it's gross. It's
Okay,
gross.
take a selfie in it and we'll post it in Wilmer.
I don't
No?
think it's at the other apartment.
Oh, okay. Well,
Whatever.
I guess you're going to have to go over there and get the shirt and take the photo over there. Not my problem. The fans need to see it.
Kill yourself.
All right, fair enough. You make a good point. Has Russell Simmons met Bikram Choudhury? They both love yoga, so I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say they're maybe hanging out together just on
In Bali?
just on a vacation.
Yeah, they're definitely stretching together. Dream stretch maze. Just kidding. I'd rather die. Okay, so yeah, he stepped down from all of his companies. He's like no longer affiliated with any of them. Yet I guess he still has all the money from them. Like most of his money comes from when he sold Def Jam and his clothing line. So he's loaded,
Yeah.
even though he's no longer like owning any of these companies or leaders or whatever. He still has all those assets, but I hate
All
him.
that cashola. Yeah, I wonder what their divorce settlement looked like, honestly. Email Diane.
I bet
if
it
you
was
know,
a
but
chunk. I bet it was a chunky monkey.
Probably a chunky monkey.
Yeah. Do you like chunky monkey Ben and Jerry's ice cream?
Yeah, I'll eat anything.
It's banana.
Ben and Jerry's. It probably has like what?
Banana
Peanuts in
nut.
it?
Yeah. Maybe
Some
Wally's.
kind of nut. Maybe Wally's.
Could be Wally's.
We've talked about our favorite one, which I'll put in the Slimer again.
Okay,
The weird.
yeah. I mean, we may as well mint Oreo. We may as well put that back in the slider. Okay, so I think we could shut the door on Russell Simmons. He's a humongo perv, and I hate him so much.
Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word.
Yes,
They've
they've met.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Coming out of an elevator several times.
Oh yeah. Big MTV elevator energy between those two.
Oh yeah. Exchange
Yeah.
glances, kind of maybe a point. They know each other, know of each other.
Oh,
Would
I mean,
never
I'm
hang out
sure they were
together.
at like the Billboard Music Awards together.
Yeah, but Russell would never really be seen with Mark. I mean, he is
No,
a huge pervorama,
However,
However,
no.
not a loser.
No. I don't. Yeah, no. He would not be caught.
Well, he
dead
is a
before
loser.
breath.
But
Still,
certainly more famous.
yeah, and definitely richer.
Definitely richer. What was Mark
Um,
McGrath's net worth again? I
I'm
forget.
gonna guess a smooth 15 or 20.
Really? I would think like maybe an 8.
I guess we have to check.
I hope
It's
he's
cool
on
that we
Wealthy
could just-
Gorilla.
If he's on Wealthy Gorilla, we're definitely gonna put the image. No, he's not on Wealthy Gorilla.
6.
Fuck. 6 million. Wow.
Rough.
Yeah, no. I mean, do you think Russell Simmons will be caught dead with someone with a net worth of $6 million? You're right. Okay.
You're right.
Moving on to Good Boys.
Good
You got any?
Boy Oh, I had a nice surprise, I guess. Found a cute little supermarket plant. Can you believe?
Ooh, tell me more. Tell me
It's-
more. Tell me more. Like, what kind of plant is it?
It's a tricolor basil, baby.
Ooh, it's a tricolor rotini.
No, that's not what I mean. Well, it's not tricolor. It's like tri basil. So it's like 3 different kinds of basies in one pot, which I've never seen. Email Diana
I mean,
if that's a
can we put
normal
pic in
thing.
Wilmer?
Yeah, I mean, she's really bare right now because I really bathed my ass off this fucking.
Ooh, you make
I
a
really
pesto?
clipped her dry. No, I just like kept putting it on fucking cheese and tomato.
Oh, delish.
Caprese,
I love.
baby.
Oh yeah, why not? An easy breezy caprese faux cheesy. You know,
You're right. I mean, I'll put a picture of her bare ass in there, but like, I really hope she grows back. I'm really taking care of her. I'm snipping.
I mean, at this point, I need to see its bare ass.
You're right. You're right.
Like, you can't just tease me with that and then not give it to me.
Yeah. Or I'll just snap a pic in the store if I'm back there, which I probably will be tomorrow.
Okay. Can I tell you my good boy?
Yes.
Because it's sort of related.
I can't believe it.
Okay,
I love plant-related good boys, though.
Okay, so it was my birthday, and so whatever. I needed to get her a gift. Anyway, I was on TikTok, and something came up on my For You page, and it was someone who was like, today we're going shopping at this store, Tansy in Burbank.
Tansy?
And I was like, Tansy in Burbank, you don't say. And it was the cutest fucking store I have ever seen. It's like plant store / home decor. And they have so many delicious planters and so many fun little doodads. You would love it. And they have so many plants. And it couldn't have been more pleasant of an experience. And everyone was so nice about my pot plant combo. And I thought it looked stunning. Anyway, it was great. And I loved it. And we can post the TikTok in Wilmer.
Wow.
So everyone else can be convinced to go.
Oh, these are cute planties. I'm looking at the little, these are cute dishes too, I will say.
Yeah, I have impeccable taste. So obviously I know.
I love anything that has exactly $1 sign.
Oh yeah, it's quite affordable. Here, I'm texting you the TikTok. And then you'll really get the vibe.
What a little cutie.
What a little cutie. So that's my good boy this week.
Oh my God. Brought to you by Tansy. Just kidding. Pay us Tansy.
Pay us Tansy. No, they won't. They don't listen. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they're huge fans. Okay, so let's move on to TV talk then.
Wow.
TV talk by Diana, Tansy gift card. They definitely don't have the gift card. Anyway. Oh, and I should say woman Black owned. You know.
Get to know, baby.
Okay. TV talk. Okay, can we start with Law and Order SVU, which was a fun little psychopath.
I remember him.
Do you?
I feel like we've even mentioned him on the pod because of his dog murdering ways.
This episode was a blast from the past because they took a kid who was on a previous season of Law and Order SVU years ago.
Like 2013.
What a year. And he murdered a dog and he was a real socio-bocio and he went away to juvenile detention. And in this episode, he got out because he manipulated the system. And he went on a big old killing spree. And of course, it ended in a funhouse. Hall of Mirrors.
Ooh.
As every
Which is always so
SVU
spicy.
should.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I need to see distorted images of people.
What I mean, I love a cop in a Hall of Mirrors, and they're like trying to be sneaky around the corner, like, you know how cops do, and then they like see the reflection and they jump. It must be an actor's dream.
They love shooting themselves.
Oh, they love it.
They're so trigger happy.
Yeah. So, okay, this is a fun Law and Order tidbit. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want it to expose the location of my mother's home, but the juvenile detention center the kid was in Yonkers, and the address was very, very close to where I grew up.
Oh my.
That was exciting. It was. Thank you. Because it wasn't like a very common street name. I'll say it, but we'll gobble it. It's road.
Oh.
And yeah,
so I was
like, I was like, holy shit. And I sent it to the Yonkers group and everyone was like, classic, but it's like no one else was excited as me. So what else is new?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love when that happened, baby.
But I thought it was a good episode.
It was a good ep.
Yeah.
Good fun. Socio-bossy.
Good fun socio-bossy. Okay, so let's move on to organized crime.
Oh,
Did you watch?
yeah. A big arresty Betsy.
A
Bessie?
big
Whatever.
arresty Betsy, a big Shuyibo booty. Do you think the undercover cop is dead, or do you think that the Russian man is going to like save her or whatever?
I think he'll probably die.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
I don't know. It could be an SVU twist and he lives and I don't know, who cares, but he'll probably
No,
die. I hope he
the
does.
female undercover cop.
Oh, I do not remember that at all.
She literally got shot in the chest.
I don't know. I was watching it late at night.
Okay, well, you need to rewatch it because holy shit.
Well, I thought it was a man, so.
Wow. Okay, fine. What other shows exist? Do you have any solo TV talks?
What am I watching? I'm watching Pose. You're not watching it though.
I'm not watching Pose.
It's really good, just really sad. But Billy Porter's been in the news.
Oh yes, Billy Porter announced, I guess. Is that the right word?
I guess.
He's been HIV positive for 14 years.
Yeah, his mom didn't know until now, I
really?
guess.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. I think it's great that, like Jonathan Van Ness came out, I guess, a few years ago. I hope that it encourages, more conversation, less stigma, etc.
Yeah. I mean, and it's
Not easy.
No. And like Pose is all about that era, man.
Yeah.
It's such a good show though. It's so sad, but such great casting. Holy shit.
I mean, you love it. I think it got too intense for me partway through season 2 and I stopped. But I feel like now that it's ending, it's like, okay, I can just do a binge-orama. You know what I mean?
But I guess like now knowing about Billy's life and like Billy's character, it's just like, oh wow.
It changes things.
Yeah. Oh, so that's good.
I bet this role has been very cathartic for him though.
Yeah. I'm really glad just, I don't know, the fucking medical shit over the years and just how far it's come.
I mean, and I guess the COVID vaccine, the way they manufactured it and stuff, they think that there could be some applications to like HIV AIDS vaccines.
Wow.
So email Diane if you're a scientist.
Yeah. Email Diane if you know all the people keeping them down or whatever and all the conspiracy theories about how long. I don't know. Who knows how long that they've actually had it or whatever.
That's true. That's true. I mean, you're literally spreading a conspiracy theory right now.
Yeah. Don't believe me, though. No one listened to me, actually.
Okay, you're right. I would never dream of it.
Oh, I did start, and I did not realize that Peacock is not free. I mean, like, I kind of knew, well, Bad Boy gobble on her name. But she was like, yeah, I watched however many episodes of it already. It's free on Peacock, but not realizing that, like, her boyfriend was signed into someone else's account or something.
Was it Girls Five Eva?
It is.
Is it good?
It's funny. It is funny. And I love Paula Pell and I love.
Yeah, so do I. I've been debating about what I haven't seen Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus either. And like everyone loves Ted Lasso.
Everyone is obsessed with Ted Lasso.
They're so
why it's so fucking great.
I don't know. So it's like between Peacock and Apple TV Plus, which is more pressing? I don't know.
Well, we have Apple TV, but I'm just not watching Ted Lasso yet.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's such a rebellious move.
I've had opportunities. I'm just not doing it. So what?
I mean, what's your favorite streaming platform? And be honest.
I think you know.
Is it Nettles? Nettipot?
What? What's that? Oh, Netflix?
Yeah.
No, it's probably TLC. I'm just kidding.
It's Discovery Plus, of course.
No, not Discovery Plus. They're not that great. They have a lot of recycled content. But like, I don't know. I go to like, I don't know. I bet Fire could tell me what my like most used ones are.
I mean, your most used one is 100%. Your most used one is 100% Discovery Plus.
No,
in terms of hours clocked weekly.
I mean, I never want them to tell me. I never ever want them to tell me what apps I spend a lot of time on. It like depends because if I want to watch like Nathan For You, I open Hulu a lot to watch SVU every week, but I also watch comedies.
I've been watching more and more things on Hulu lately because Cruel Summer is, of course, on Hulu. My new favorite show. Just kidding. It's so bad. So actually, this is
obsessed with it. And I'm just like, I'm never going to watch this.
I actually messaged Dumois about what I'm about to say about this show. Okay, so as I mentioned before, Cruel Summer is a teen drama that takes place in the 90s. And in the latest timeline, she's like this grunge girl.
Oh,
and
dear.
Her wig in that timeline is awful. Did I already talk about this? Okay. Her wig is so fucking bad. Like, it looks like someone took a hacksaw to it. We'll put it in Wilmer because people need to see this wig. I need to bring awareness to how horrible it is. And I always think about it, and I've talked to a few people about it, including Janny, who listens to the pod. Shout out to Janny.
Hi, Janny.
And I messaged Dumois about it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do like Cruel Summer. We have to talk about her wig in the third timeline. And she agreed. It looks like shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah.
She agrees.
Right. She agrees with me. Dumois agrees with little old me.
You know what I do like when someone tells me someone's hair is a wig in the middle of what I'm watching, and then I go, okay, it looks suspiciously too shiny.
Right, right. And then you really notice it, or it's like the scalp color is weird, or like
why is it parted so harshly?
There was this weird
hair does that.
drama. There was this weird drama rumor that Owen Wilson's hair was a wig for a while.
Why is that happening?
I don't know, but I love it. That's the type of thing I love. Like, why? Like, first of all, who gives a shit? But also, I like to think that this is making Owen Wilson upset.
That makes me sad that it would be making him upset.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't have an opinion on Owen Wilson unless he's a piece of shit, really. But like people commenting on whether his hair is real would make me miserable.
I have no idea if Owen Wilson is a piece of shit, but email Diane if you know.
Don't hair bully Owen Wilson.
Who would you rather lick their ear? Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson?
I would say Luke.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to
cleaner
say
ears.
You don't like blondes.
Okay, you're right.
But
not
I
into
agree.
blonde men ears.
I agree about that. I'd much rather lick Luke Wilson's ears.
You heard it here first and possibly last. My name is Zoe Clark. And I'm here to lick a Wilson Brothers ears.
Any one of them.
Both
okay,
of them.
So I guess we can close up the old convo now. Email Diane at badboypod.com. You're good boys. I mean, we got to keep it positive, but also your bad boys on the block.
Positive people. You're right.
Your yeasty beastie boys, your fruity yooties, if you will, and all of that.
And all of that.
And all of that.
And men.
We're still accepting.
Can men
get
yeasties on their
dinglings? No, I don't think they can.
Beasties? No.
They can get UTIs.
Men can get UTIs too.
I feel like sometimes their like balls twist around each other or something.
That does happen, I think.
Yeah, and men love to complain about when their balls twist around each other, but it probably does really fucking hurt.
Like what? If they're wiping their dick with a leaf or something? Like what? If they're not wiping from front to back of their balls? That doesn't happen.
They don't wipe. They just drip
it's more of like it's like they all drip it out, I'm sure. There's no man on this planet that doesn't just wiggle it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna wipe down that little tiny hole? Fucking get a bigger hole, idiot.
Email Diane your wiping technique, men only.
Men only. I demand to know the wiping technique, but just for pee. If you mention shit, I'll fucking lose my mind. But they don't wipe for pee. I already know it. I know the truth. Does Drew Scott wiggle it, or do you let it drip dry?
When you love somebody, you want to defend them.
Okay, Alec.
He definitely wipes it, but Alec drip for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah. You know what? This is my guess.
No,
about
this
Alec.
is what he does.
Okay. I wonder if we have
go first.
If we have the same thought. Okay. This is what I think Alec Baldwin does right after he pees. I think he pees, and whereas one man may wiggle it, another man may wipe it. He prematurely puts it back in his pants, and so it drips. It drips out within his. I'm going to say full boxers, not boxer briefs.
I would say that he comes fully out of the bathroom or as a rich person would have like one of those toilets inside of a little door inside of his bathroom. But like he has it flopping over his pants, and then he walks over. And if he's in like a public restroom, he still probably does that. But like in a nice restroom where there are people and like tenants there, and he takes like, or he has an attendant wipe the end of it, or at home he uses a washcloth.
Oh, wow. Two very different theories. And we would love you to email Diane your theory on what Alec Baldwin does immediately following taking a piss.
Everybody has a Coogan.
Everybody has a Coogan's. It's undeniable.
Everybody has a method of wiping or Coogan's.
And Alec Baldwin has many methods, and some are not wiping at all. So he's really a groundbreaker when it comes to the wiping game. Okay, so email Diane at badboypod.com. Everything we just discussed, but especially Alec Baldwin peeing, because I'm intensely curious about what y'all will say. Leave us a 5-star review, won't ya?
Or Zoe will lose her mind.
I mean, hello. So that would be on Apple Podcasts, of course, which is a place you can listen. Oh, yeah.
Favorite podcasting streaming service. And
was Steve Jobs even alive for podcasts? Loser. No, he was. And I'm sure he would have loved this one. We could do Steve Jobs at some point.
Should we?
Yeah. Should we speak Ill of the Dead? Let's do Steve. So we're going to all get together and do Steve. So, okay, email Diane, blah, blah, blah. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. And, I would say also buy a shirt, shop.badboypod.com if you feel like it. Also, if you are the person who bought a Diane's Virgin shirt, can you send us a pic? Because deeply curious. Very, very curious, George, about that. So until next week, let it drip, wiggle it out. You could pat it dry with the toilet paper if you need to. And if you're Alec Baldwin, get your attendant to wipe it down for you.
You're right. You're so right about that.
Your weenie attendant.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.